So I'm doing this on the morning of Friday, but I want to talk to you about what happened on Thursday and all of the things that we did. It was a real privilege, actually. We went to the Haram Es Sharif, which is where the Dome of the Rock is. It's a big compound on what some people call Table Mount, um, and it's the Muslim place of worship. Um, but it's also where the Jewish tabernacle was with this, and where Zionists hope to rebuild. Um, so it's quite a an interesting place to go and to hear. So we had a Muslim guide who took us around the site and welcomed us into everywhere, into all of the mosques and things. And he kept saying, everybody is welcome here, but they've been attacked several times. He told us a story over Ramadan where 5,000 people were stuck inside the mosque whilst it was attacked, and you can see bullet holes and windows have been blown out. Um, so although they'd like to welcome everybody, they're actually very careful about who goes into the buildings. And it was quite interesting because there's a tourist gate that was named a tourist gate by the Israeli government, and they were saying, yeah, this is the Muslim place of prayer, but anybody can come and visit. And there's a sign saying no Jews, but there are Orthodox Jews walking in, but generally escorted by armed police. And the Muslim guide said to us, who do they need protecting from? It's ridiculous that they come in. If they wanted a tour, they could come and talk to me. There's clearly some sort of political agenda here in showing that we don't have full control, and there was this sort of antagonistic idea. But afterwards we had a Jewish guide who took us to the Western Wall and showed us some of the Western worship sites, and he said that the police go round with them to stop them from stopping and worshipping, because one of the things that the Zionist Jews really want to do is to worship again in that place. And if they were to try and do that at the moment, it would cause huge outrage and ill feeling. So that was it. It was really thought provoking, looking around and hearing stories of not fear, but this sort of, we're being attacked all of the time, and we want to worship, and they won't share the space, even give us an hour a day, even give us a little space. So there are these two really different sides, and it does seem like an impossible situation to bring together. So the Jewish guide showed us the Western Wall and took us to a place where you could see the ground of Jerusalem from when Jesus was around, which is so low down. Everything's just been built up and built up and built up on top of each other. So that was really interesting, and told us some of the history of the area, like when the Ottoman Empire was in place, the Muslims had no power and were forced to sort of worship in a, when the Jews had no power, so they were forced to worship in a side street and weren't allowed to have separation things for men and women, and how that's sort of been flipped on its head. Yeah, it was a full day, and in the evening we had two visitors, one Islam and one Jewish person, come and share their experiences. I've realised I'd better go because we're off again today. But yeah, I thought I'd fill you in. Okay, see you soon. Bye.
twice bigger than now, double size. That was a natural fact of earthquakes destroyed everything. The last earthquake, it was in 1927, which destroyed the whole eastern part. As you know, I can say that this building is not like a block. It was destroyed several times. The only original thing inside this building is the middle, the background, the mosaics, the dome, and some part. Because it's destroyed several times by earthquakes, attacks. This building during the post-sales period used to be very important because, as I mentioned, it was double size, it was big, huge. They used the